James, you guys had the 20 turnovers. How much was that with just
That's the game.
that's the game right there?
That's the game right there. Nothing else. It's the game.
And going forward now, so the idea is take better care of the ball. And what else do you guys need to do to execute to try to get a win?
It was turnovers that was just, unforced. It's the game right there. It's nothing they did. It's us, all us.
James, to that point, Ty said he feels like you guys are in pretty good shape because a lot of the reasons why this game didn't go your way was self-inflicted. How big of a sense is that for you guys right now? And obviously you don't want to be down 0-1, but how much does that confidence?
No, it's confidence. Confidence is always going to be there. It's a little frustrating, just because it's self-inflicted and it's something that we've been really good at these last few weeks. But even kill, come back in game 2, be ready to go, be even better.
James, we haven't seen you have to navigate foul trouble as much. How are you able to do that to get through it, picking up early fouls and to be effective when you're on the floor?
Figure it out.
Just to follow up, you guys did have a 15-point lead. You guys were hitting the paint early. What makes you feel like you can continue to do that, and how do you kind of get your teammates, not necessarily you, but your teammates to continue to do that, whether the ball's in your hands or whether you're on the floor or not?
That's a part of the game plan. Get to the paint. You get to the paint, good things happen for us. So, we talked about it the last couple of days and even today. Get to the paint and good things happen. We generate layups and open shots for our team. So, try to do better, in game 2.
James, even if a lot of it was was there anything that the Nuggets were doing defensively that you feel like threw you guys off at all? Ball pressure, Russ as a safety, anything like that?
No, you look at the game, I think the first half we had 10 turnovers and they had, 14, 15 points, just easy layups, like things you can't, like uncontested layups, things you can't fight back from. So, we just got to be better, and we will be.
Even with the frustration, is there a sense of confidence that you guys, if you see that scheme, that those same types of coverage, that you can solve it?
It's only a handful of things that, defensively that you can do. You know what I mean? So, either Joker, he gonna be up in pick and roll, try to blitz, or he's gonna be in deep coverage. For us, it's just, getting shot up on the glass and, giving our sample a chance to get the offensive rebound.
James, it's your guys' first game in a week, and you're playing at altitude. Could those have been factors in fatigue leading to what?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out too. Like literally trying to figure out, what the hell was the reason for it. So we watch film, get better, and be ready to go game 2.
Kawhi, we got to start with the turnovers. Obviously, you've never had a game with more in the playoffs. It was like when you think about how those turnovers happen, like how can you feel like you can be better with that going forward?
We just got to be decisive, get more in attack mode situations, and that's it really. A lot of the turnovers we caused, that's all you could do.
Line right in front of the bench when Jamal was guarding you, and I guess you were trying to size him up, and it wound up being a challenge and a turnover.
He hit the ball and then hit off me, and it went out.
When you guys lose a tough game like this in overtime, what's the process now of going forward for game 2?
The same process, just see what we did wrong and, try to figure it out. It was a turnovers tonight, so we got to try to limit that and be better next game.
Kawhi, what was the general mood like in the locker room after this game? You guys led for basically 40 of the first 48 minutes. What was the feeling?
It was still good. It's just game 1. Denver's a good team, especially at home, and still got game 2 to play.
Kawhi, you obviously know Russ, very well from recent years. What did his energy just kind of do for them late in the stretch of that game?
Just getting offensive rebounds, knocking down big shots. That's where the energy came from him tonight.
Kawhi, how encouraging is it for you to see over here? for James to have the performance he did, especially getting out to 15-point first quarter?
It was great. He's been great all year. He was great tonight, and he pretty much was carrying us throughout the game.
But overtime, trying to get a win here, having a 15-point lead, 20 turnovers. What did you tell the guys after it was over?
We're in good shape. We just got to do what we're supposed to do. And we talked about we can't turn the ball over 20 times and expect to be the good team. And so 20 turnovers for 29 points. It's hard to be the good team, when you turn the ball over that many times. But we saw some things. We did some things right, some things we could have did better, which we know. And so, we just got to be better with our execution. I think defensively understanding what we're doing, and then offensively understanding how we want to attack them. And so I thought we did a good job in the first half. And then in the second half, we got away from the attack mindset of getting to the paint, getting to the basket.
What were some of the things they did well defensively in the second half to kind of limit what you guys were doing and keep themselves in the game?
They got physical. They got more physical defensively. I thought Joker did a good job of just mixing up his coverages, whether he's going to blitz or going to be in a drop, and we just didn't read it well once he did do that. But I just thought their physicality really changed the game defensively.
Just piggybacking off of that, it's not a team, Denver, that forces a lot of turnovers. They prioritize in keeping your team off the free throw line. Like, how can your team do a better job of drawing fouls if they're going to be as physical as they are on the ball?
Yeah, well, they're not going to foul. We talked about it before. Like, just drive to the basket and lay the ball up. Like, they're not going to contest high. They don't have shot blocking. And we did in the first half, and I thought second half we got away from that, and so the things we talked about before the game, offensive rebounds, we did a good job, except for the last 4 minutes of the game. And then, 20 turnovers is way too many to try to beat a good team, especially on the road.
Ty, was fatigue at all a factor in the second half, specifically the third quarter? It looked like guys.
It could have been, but there's no time to be tired now. We're in the playoffs.
How was Kawhi doing? Because I know you kind of shortened his rotation the first and third quarters. Usually you leave him in until about the 3-minute mark. You took him out about 5. Was that pre-planned or was it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What did you make of just kind of a strange play when Nikola was grappling with Jeff for that ball in the fourth quarter there? What did you just make of that whole
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I thought you were talking about he did it with me too, trying to get the ball in fast, but that's smart. If a team has a chance to challenge, you want to get the ball in quick. We tell our guys to do the same thing, but he is the best at it.
So obviously an uncharacteristic night for Bogey tonight offensively. Do you feel like the way that they went at him defensively affected him on the other end?
I don't think so. I just think, just getting into the series, I think understanding how they're going to play him, how they're going to try to attack. And, he can't get frustrated when teams try to attack him. Just stand your ground, be physical, play good positional defense, and he'll be okay. I'm not worried about Bogey. He'll be fine.
Ty, overall, are you happy with what you guys accomplished? Not accomplished, but that you played these guys into overtime? And what are you looking forward to the next time? What are you trying to get out of you guys for the next game?
Win. We expect to win. We're not happy because we went to overtime. They're a good team and we're a good team as well. We just got to do what we're supposed to do. Take care of the basketball, keep them off the glass, and then we'll be fine. But if you turn over 20 times against a team that is number one in offensive transition, then you're going to lose the game. And so we understand that, and we just got to be better.